EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run with the rookie from Texas, Jonathan Brooks. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 22 yards the pickup there. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Handoff, running left is Brooks. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
60 Bison.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Daniels. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Washington. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air again is Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On play action, Daniels, and that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time...
Now how about this? It's a fake. This is caught, and he's going to get into the end zone. works to perfection. 4-6. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 45-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Panthers' 1st down.
They'll go again with Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Johnny Newton, rookie out of Illinois, there to bring him down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll go. Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He is in. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. The Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
On the jump.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Mike, 18. Ready. Track 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Dan. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
19 tight. Set. Ready.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will...
Ready. Set. Set, go.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. Look at the big man go. And he will get into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Young. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Go, go. And roll, roll, roll.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Young. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. They're going to bring him down at the 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down picked up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And really nice catch here by Leggett, and these are the weapons that they're trying to continue to surround Bryce Young with. He didn't have a lot to work with his rookie year, and now in comes a 1st-round draft pick. Big, physical, great with the ball in his hands, can really go up and compete.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Another try with Brooks. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now, this looks like a design run. Brooks, 1st down, and then some. Jonathan Brooks. And he will dive into the end zone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Young. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On second down, Young. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. To throw, Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go once more with Brooks. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll send him over to the left. On first down, Daniels. He's going to go up top here for McBride.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
On second down, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield by McBride. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Young. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Chuba Hubbard, touchdown Carolina. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Daniels now on 1st down. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Seibert now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Commanders go up by 7. 28-21. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 34-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun. Young. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Young. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Here we go. 7 Pirates.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And this will be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. Good blocking to the 15. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
18, Pioneer.
Play action. Here's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go. Right there.
Slot man in motion left. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
Panther 60.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. Brian Robinson, touchdown Commanders. Seibert out now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
A second down throw for Young. Going right sideline and complete. 17 yards on that play. It's a Carolina first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball, but let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. From the gun, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll go. Young. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. To throw is Young. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
His throw, a good one. It's caught. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, here we go. 19 Lion, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They send a receiver. In motion left. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Got it. Ready? Tag.
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Here's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Hubbard. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Panther 1st down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Young to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for 2. Now Young. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Here's Young. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here we go, set.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down.
That's a 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's a designed run.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So a big spot for Austin Seibert. This to make it a 2. Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. So a big spot for Austin Seibert. This one he's got to have. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. And that'll be incomplete. How about that call? A fake field goal, but it doesn't come off as planned.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal.
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.